This is a setup video for Lab 4, electromagnetic induction. In part 1, you're going to look at moving magnets and current. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the coil that you created in your last lab and you're going to hook that up to the high gain sensor on your iLab device. So the high gain sensor are these two ports labeled G- and G+. So you'll just plug the two stripped ends of your coil into those two there, those two ports, and then you'll open up the high gain sensor on your iLab software. And then basically what you'll do is you'll take your magnet, this is your magnet here, and you'll just drop it through the coil. Okay, and try to drop it a little bit above the top of the coil when you do it. And in step 3, you're going to move your coil away off the high gain sensor and you're going to insert it in the analog 7 sensor, okay, and that's labeled A7 here on this device. So you'll plug one end of your coil into that, and then you'll plug the other end of your coil into one of the grounds, so they're labeled with G and D. Doesn't matter which of the grounds you plug it into. And then on your iLab software, you're going to choose the analog 7, so you'll have to click reset a couple times to get rid of your high gain sensor. Okay, and then you'll use your height marking tube to release the magnet from several heights. Okay, so at 0 centimeters is where you're going to start up here, right? And then each of the markings on the tube are 5 centimeters, so this would be 5 centimeters, this would be 10, 15, and so on. In part 2, you're simply going to take your coil and bring it near different parts of the magnet. And then you can also flip the coil and see how that compares when you flip it on the same pole of the magnet. Okay, then in part 3, we're going to take the coil and hook it up to our 2 AA battery pack. All right, so the one we used last time. So we're just going to use the breadboard to connect the coil to our power source. Then you're going to create a pickup coil. So you have one of your long jumper wires here, and we'll plug that into the high gain sensor on the iLab device. And then you'll just kind of form it, into a circle-ish shape, square shape, doesn't really matter too much. Okay, and then it will help you out if you put the coil over the device like this, and that will help you out later on in this lab. Okay, so this is your pickup coil. So what you do is you'll place that there, and then you'll put the coil you created on top of it, and then you can turn the switch on and off. Okay, and then you'll do a couple things where you'll flip it, turn the switch on and off, and then finally in part 4, you're going to use everything that you did with this lab to design and implement a procedure to determine which pole of the magnet is north and which is south. So they're unlabeled here, so you're going to figure that out. And that's it for Lab 4.